Hello everyone! Welcome. So today I want to introduce a new series that I'll be doing for the month of January. Um, but before we get started, let me just say hi to people in the chat, just for those of you who aren't aware of my channel or who I am. My name is Laura, and I do mostly live chat and color shows. So this will be a recording of a live stream, and so you'll see me chatting throughout the course of the video. Yeah, so who's here? We have, let's see, let me scroll up. Hi Kenny, welcome. Hi My Color, I don't think I've seen you here before. What's your name so I can call you by your name? And we've got Bo here in the chat. Oh, watermelon, that sounds good. Hi Christina, welcome. Thanks for being here. And who else is here? So you might hear my voice. I still have a little bit of a cold. Hi Vicky, welcome. And Shannon, hi. Hi Emily and Amanda, thanks for coming. Oh, welcome Sarah, nice to see you. Thanks for coming to the show. Okay guys, so the lovely Miss Monja Gates, and I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm not sure if it's Monja or Monja or Monja or I'm sorry if I butcher her name, so if somebody knows, please correct me. She contacted me, and she was like, hey, do you want to do a buddy color? And I was like, of course I want to do a buddy color. So this has been in the works for a little bit now. Basically what we did is we both chose pages from each other's Etsy shops. And what's fun about this is we both chose pages with dragons in it. And that wasn't intentional. I told her which page I wanted to do, and she told me which page she wanted to do. And it just so happens that they both had dragons in them. So we were like, well, that's kind of fun. So we decided to make this a color along, and we're calling it the Dragon Duet. And so if you're going to color these pages with us, please use the hashtag so that I can find your work and feature it in my Instagram stories. Or, if it's on YouTube, I'll be able to find it easy. But yeah, so we both have these pages. I decided I was going to do something a little different. I'm kind of combining this buddy color with another request that I got from a lovely viewer on my channel, Sammy, and a couple other people too. I had done recently a page in Mythomorphia where I did a dark blue cardstock coloring, and a bunch of people asked me how I did that. And I thought, well, hey, I could do that. I have a really cool idea for Monja's page, and I just thought I would show you guys how I do it live, so that way we could do it together. Oh, okay, I'm sorry I didn't catch you, Sarah. It's a big flaw of mine that I am not as good at the chat as I should be, and I'm really working on that, but it's tricky going back and forth. Welcome back, Kenny. Hi, Sammy. Who else is here that I missed? Hi, Natalie. Welcome. Oh, cleaning and lurking? That's good. Thanks for lurking with us. So yeah, so I'm really excited. So what you can do is we've both discounted our pages. So you can go ahead and find Monja's. All the links are in the description below. So if you just like expand the description and then go down, and there's all the information is there for you. So my page is discounted until February, and I'm not sure how long Monja's is discounted, so you definitely just want to go and grab them if you're interested in coloring along, because they are cheaper right now. That's my sales pitch. It's not very good. So what I want to do is I just wanted to show you sort of what we have planned, so, and then I'll jump right on in. So this month in January I'm going to be coloring Monja's. Now this means that I'm still coloring my normal Tuesday live streams. This is going to be in addition to my normal stream. So basically throughout the course of January, whenever I have a spare moment, I'm going to jump on and we're going to do this page together. What's great is Monja is doing both her page and my page as well. So we're both coloring each other's pages, which is really exciting. And then after we're done Monja's, then I'm going to go ahead and color mine as well. So I printed this one on a lighter blue cardstock, and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to work through that as well. The place I got my cardstock was at Hobby Lobby. I got it in the scrapbooking section. This is not meant for coloring. So the caveat I want to say is make sure to get the smooth I'll explain why in a second. Make sure to get the smooth cardstock, and hold on, let me grab one that's not smooth so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. So, not smooth cardstock. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus this. Focus. Maybe if I have... This is like a textured cardstock. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got like a linen texture to it. So when I first did this on that page that Sammy has it now, but if you go to my Instagram account, you can see the page I'm talking about. Sammy, if you look closely, it's got like texture on it. Oh my gosh. That was so difficult to work with. I was struggling throughout the entire course of the drawing with the texture of the cardstock. So my huge recommendation is make sure that you use smooth cardstock. So the texture should be nice and smooth. There's no bumps and ridges. Don't make it hard on yourself like I did. That was a nightmare, but I got through it. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are excited for this. Awesome. Yay. Let's see. Did I miss somebody? Oh, hi, Emmy. Welcome. Hello. All right. Thank you for the link, Sammy. Yeah, it is textured, that's for sure. So before we get started, I just want to kind of show you guys how this works. So when I went to go and print this on my printer, now just a fair warning, my printer barely took this cardstock. So, you know, you might have to get it printed at a copy shop. But when I went to go, I had to cut it down in order to make it fit the illustration. So let me just show you real quick. I have this scrap piece of paper left over from when I cut it. So I'm going to show you guys how the pencils react to this paper. It is quite amazing. Let's see here. Oop, that was the wrong thing. I needed to focus. No, that's the wrong thing. I meant zoom. Oh no, now I've messed up my focus. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, there we go. Okay. So let's just start with some playing around. So I have here the white luminance pencil, and you can see that it, oh, this one's the one from the factory. Hold on, let me get the one that is sharpened already. So you can see that it is fairly bright, and the more layers you put down, the brighter it gets. Now, keep in mind that different pencils work differently on this paper. The reason I like the Luminance is they are soft and they are highly pigmented. So let me just compare a few different pencils. We're going to choose, where is it? Prismacolor. Okay. So we're going to choose, let's see, Luminance Colored Pencils. And you can see that it is fairly bright, and the more layers you put down, the brighter it gets. Now, keep in mind that different pencils work differently on this paper. The reason I like the Luminance is they are soft and they are highly pigmented. So let me just compare a few different pencils. We're going to choose Alright, and I have a few other pencils as well. Sorry, I should have gotten these out ahead of time. I've been working all day, so pardon me for that. Okay, so what I've found is that soft pencils work the best on this kind of paper. So just for comparison, we have here the Black Widow, and it works fairly well. This is a wax-based pencil, but you can see that it's not quite as bright. And let's choose the Prismacolor. Nice and bright, would work beautifully. But the reason I'm choosing the Luminance is, you'll see, well, number one, I use Prismacolors a lot. But number two, they blend a little bit better on this cardstock. So then this is the Derwent Drawing Chinese White. I use this a lot for a lot of different things. This is one of the brightest whites I can find. So the ones that I would stay away from are the ones that are not as pigmented. So the Black Widow doesn't do as well on dark paper. The Polychromos does well with some colors, but not others. I'll show you a white, which the Polychromos white is not like other whites. Just, I don't know why, but so here's the Poly white. It does okay, but it's, again, not as bright as the Luminance, but the colors pop really well. So you can definitely do this with polys. I would just say maybe grab a different white if you're going to use whites. So the main takeaway is that some of the color of the paper is going to come through no matter what color pencil you use. For me, that's totally okay. This scene will be like a dark, nighttimey scene, and I kind of like that look. So let me just move these out of the way. So for me, in this particular situation, that's why I chose the dark blue cardstock. But I would choose the cardstock that makes sense for the situation that you're going for. So if you want it to be more bright, then I would choose a brighter stock to start with. Now this is really hard to see. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but unfortunately when you print it out and it's on this dark paper, it is difficult to see. So what I have here is a printout of the drawing on white paper for me to refer to in case there's something that I struggle with seeing properly on the dark version. I did that like when I was doing the Mythomorphia page. I did that as well. I had the book open in front of me, and as I was coloring, I referred to the page in the book quite often to kind of decipher what was going on. And, you know, there is some, it's not going to be as precise, basically. So I would say this is a challenging, that's why I didn't do it on my channel, because I didn't think anybody would be interested in watching me do this. But this is kind of a challenging way to work, but a way that you can kind of work this way without making it so hard on yourself is just choosing a lighter cardstock like this. So you can see this print a lot easier. It's still a color, but it's not as hard to see, and it won't be as challenging to get a bright white on this paper. So that's why I'm going to show you both techniques. I'm going to show you the dark one, which I think this is going to be so cool. I want to make her like glowing, sort of like that Mythomorphia page. So that's why I chose the dark blue. But then we'll go to the lighter blue on the next one. So I hope that all makes sense. Yeah, Sammy, it is, see, this is, I don't know what brand this is. It is just cardstock I got at Hobby Lobby. It's an arts and crafts store here in the United States. What I did is I went to the scrapbooking section, and they have all this cardstock, and you can buy it one sheet at a time. So that's what I did. I picked out several sheets of cardstock. They were 50 cents each. I don't think there's a name. Oh wait, here's a brand name on this one. Basil. Yeah, so maybe I just missed seeing it on the other one. Basil is the brand. But I think any old cardstock, just make sure it's not textured like this one. Make sure you get a smooth stock because the textured is so difficult. I was smashing the tooth of the paper and still stuff wasn't going in the cracks, and oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. So let's see. Is it any? Yeah, Dragon Duet coloring. Yep. You can see it fine. Oh, good. You can see it. Hi, Pickle. Welcome. Yeah, Hobby Lobby is very, very fun. Bazool? Is that how you say it? Yeah. Yeah, individual sheets. I really recommend it. And what I did is some of the sheets did not go through my printer. They were too thick. So I would recommend getting several different thicknesses, and you know, you may end up needing to go to a, depending on your printer, you may need to end up going to a copy shop to actually get it printed, unfortunately. This barely fit through my printer, and one other sheet did not fit through my printer. So it kind of, you know, it kind of depends on what your printer will allow as far as that goes. Okay. So before, let's see, without any further ado, hi Squishy, welcome. Let me move these things out of the way. Abby is sweet, just sleeping in the sunshine. Here's my scrap. So let's see, I want this one, I want my sharpener. And I think let's get going. So yeah, I'm really excited for this series. Thank you guys for asking me to do this. Oh, Emily. I know. Sometimes I wander around that store and I'm like, all right, I just need to leave right now because I keep adding things to my basket. Oh man. I get it. I get it. Okay. Alright, I hope you guys can see this okay. It will get clearer as we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start out. Okay. So my idea behind this page, as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, I want to do this one. So my idea is that I want her to be like a dragon sorceress. I want her to glow. I want there to be lots of lighting effects. I want the dragon to glow. So, you know, this is going to be quite a challenging thing. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. It could be horrible. It could be cool, you know. So you may, before you start following along with me, you may want to wait until the end. But, you know, I thought let's have a little challenge. Let's take some risks and enjoy ourselves. And if it doesn't turn out great, then I'm sure Monja will forgive me for that. Susie, we're doing a buddy color with Monja Gates. Aw. Well, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. I'm just reading the chat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we all have trouble going into art stores. It's a thing. All right, so I'm going to start out first with the dragon. And the reason why is I want there to be several different light sources that glow. But I have less experience coloring dragons than I do faces. So I want to kind of establish where that light bit is on the dragon first. So I am using Luminance number 661 Light Cobalt Blue. And let me write these down just so I don't have to remember later. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start here on this horn, and I'm just going to lightly, so I'm using very little pressure. Should I zoom in? Emily. Yeah, that's happened to me too. You're like, oh man, what did I do? Oh man. And so I'm just starting up here on the horn, and what we're gonna do is first establish. So you guys, if you know how I work, you know normally I do what's called finding the shadows, where I pick out where all the shadows are going to go. Well, this is going to be the opposite. We've got all the shadows in place. This dark blue is going to be mostly our shadows, and we're not going to add too many more darks beyond that. So what we're going to do now is find the light. So we're doing a finding the light. So I'm just putting a very light touch and just finding where the lightest spots are going to be. And at this point here, I am looking at my white paper reference just to make sure I'm coloring the spots I actually want to color. So I'm just going through and really gently, barely touching the paper. This blue is very, very close to white, but I'm not going in straight with my whites quite yet. I'm adding some texture. This texture might be obliterated later, we'll see, but at least for right now, we're going to get going on some texture straight away. Okay, now I want the dragon eye to glow, so I'm going to put in just a light layer of this right where the dragon eye would go. And now if the dragon eye is glowing, then all the area around the eye will also glow. So let's just put in, this is all my guides. We're just getting going here. So don't fuss if it doesn't look perfect right away. So I want this dragon to just glow with light. Okay, and then these little, looking at the reference, there's another little hump, a little ridge here, if you will. And then it looks like this is a very bumpy dragon, so we're going to give him some more highlights. I love this dragon. He's so cool. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, that's the page I want to do. So it may seem tedious, but I am being very careful not to color in those spots where I want to retain the shadows. This is because I want to keep that blue of the paper. We're actually not going to cover all of the paper in this drawing. And you'll see I did the same thing with the other one in Mythomorphia. A lot of the page is actually still blue. That's okay. Alright, so I hope you guys can see this okay. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I missing here? Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Oh, the blue sheet. This is dark blue cardstock that I got at a craft store here in the United States. So what I did is I went to the scrapbooking section and I picked out some cardstock, and I came home with like 10 sheets, and I printed on 2 of them. So yeah, yep, it's printed on there. This is a page from Monja Gates, and we're doing a buddy color together. So she's coloring both pages and I'm coloring both pages. And it's funny that when we were talking, she picked a dragon page of mine and I picked a dragon page of hers. So that's why we're calling it the Dragon Duet. But we're welcoming anybody who wants to color along with us if they want to do it as well. So that is the project. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Sammy, for the links. If anybody has any questions for me, just put them in all caps. I see you guys are answering each other, which is great. Okay, so I have this light here, and I did this because I also want this. I'm gonna say I think her name is Ryoko the Dragon Warrior, and when I heard that name, I thought immediately like she's like a dragon sorceress warrior. I don't know. I kind of added sorceress onto that, like my own like little addition to that story. So I'm adding some highlights here to the top of the dragon's face here because I want this tattoo, which is kind of hard to see on the printed page. I want this tattoo to glow. So I'm actually going to really quick just go over that right now. So where the ink is, I'm actually going to go over it. And this is where I'm definitely looking at the white paper printed version for reference. Because I can hardly see it. I want to like put my face over the page. But that means that you guys won't be seeing what I'm doing. Let's see. Oh gosh. Shit, I mean, funny. I'm just I'm being an old lady and I'm inspecting it with my magnifying glass here. Where the heck is that? Okay. Hi Cassie, welcome. All right, so this is what I mean. It is a challenge sometimes. And I might not get it exactly right because I can hardly see it, but that's okay. I don't think, let's see, where does this go in here? I don't think it matters too much if it's not perfect because I'm sure she will forgive me. Okay, so this goes up to her eye here. And she's got some tattoo right there too, so this is going to be pretty cool, I think. I don't know, when I saw the tattoo I was like, ooh, I want that to glow. And it kind of trails off like this. And this guy here. And there's a line somewhere around here. Let's just put that in there. Okay. So again, using a really light touch, we're just marking out where we want all the lights to go. So now, once I put that in, I immediately see this bit in her metal, bit of thingy in her hair. This part of her hair strand is going to be bright. What is this here? This is a horn. Like that. This is some more hair. So everything around that is going to get some highlights because of how I want this really to feel like glowy. So I'm just keeping in mind. Now part of her nose will be, so I can't really see it too well, but I'm just going to guess here, this little bit of nostril and part of her nose there is going to get brightness. And I want her eyes to also glow, so here we go, guys. We're doing some more. Let's make sure I'm in camera. Yeah, they are awesome. Thanks, Lisa. Who else is here? Hi, Selena. Hello, welcome. Cassie, this is a page that's a PDF in Monja Gates' Etsy shop. Yep, there we go. We've got Sammy. Sammy is on it. She is all excited. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, it's a beautiful page. And so Monja is also coloring her own page. At some point we will see that from her as well. So that's exciting because she hasn't colored this page yet. And so when we were talking about it, we both wanted to pick pages that we both haven't colored yet. So, and then in February, I'm going to be coloring my page from this duet, if you will. So it's going to be super fun. Okay, so since her eyes are going to glow, but I don't want them to be the most glowiest thing, but I am going to put some highlight here on this side of her nose as well, just to sort of figure out where that's going. Now her upper lip here will have a little bit of shadow, but this one, because of how the proximity to the tattoo there, and there will be some highlight on her lower lip as well. So just picking out where these highlights are going to be, but not worrying too much about making it perfect or figuring out the precise colors yet. We're just using one color all over. So she's going to have, you know, lots of different colors in her skin, but I'm not worried about that at this very moment. What I'm worried about is just getting this whole area will be glowy. So I'm just working out the general overall idea of where these will go. Now I have not pre-planned this, guys, so I could very well be messing it up. So if you're coloring along with me, I'm just saying that as a caveat. I have not done anything like this before, this slating situation. So bear with me. We're going to figure it out together though. I'm going to show you guys my entire process for how I do these things. Okay, so her lower lid on her eyes will have, and this part of her, yeah, all of her cheek is going to be brightly highlighted. Okay, so I think, let's see here. Yeah, Sammy is like quick draw with those links. That's great. Thank you, Sammy. Hello, hello. Alright, so let's see here. Where else will be glowy? So we've got this area is glowy. The eye on the dragon will cast some glow on these little toothies here. Wait, can you guys see the toothies? No, of course not. Here we go. So I put some right here and right here. Let's put a little more anywhere where we'll think. So a lot of this is going to be in shadow. So that's where the dark cardstock really does actually work in our favor, is because we're not going to have to do as much work. Imagine having, oh, hold on, let me fix this here. There we go. Had a bit of sunlight on my page. Imagine trying to make this whole page really dark with pencils. It will take forever. But if you start out with it already dark, it makes it a lot quicker. So it's challenging, but really, really fun. Okay. So where else? Okay, this is a horn. This will get light from the tattoo here. We've got lots of cool hair over here. Just lightly roughing things in. There will be some brightness. These are metal, I'm guessing, so I'm going to put just a line just to kind of figure out where the shine will go. Ooh, this gemstone. Let's make this glow. How's that? This is like a big gem on her head. Love it. So let's see here. Let's make it glow as well. So this is gonna, Sammy, you wanted glow, right? Well, here we go. We're gonna glow the page up. All right, so first I'm going to just ring around the outside here. Never done a glowing gem either. This is gonna be fun. All right. There's a divot where the setting is, and we're going to kind of put an outline around there. Alright, so basically what I'm doing is I'm outlining the gem with this really bright color, and then I put a second circle right around it where the setting would be. Now let's put in some highlights really close to it on the band on either side. This is metal, I'm guessing, so it'll be super reflective. And now for the gem itself, I'm just going to fade in to the center. I want there to be other colors in here, but I definitely want the outside to look like it's glowing. Okay, so now we have another third light source. So we have 1, 2, 3 light sources. So let's, oh, and we forgot this tattoo. Okay, wait. Oh my gosh, guys, this is gonna be quite glowy. So we've got this tattoo here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. I feel like I'm really giving myself a challenge here, but that's fun. That's good. Okay, so if now that light source is established, we're going to put a stripe on the top and the bottom of that bit. And let's see here. Let's put, since there's a lot of light coming from the bottom, let's do one right there. And we'll do a smaller one right up here for where that's, okay. Alright, so now all of this will be glowy. Oh wait. Oh, that's a hair strand. Okay, that's fine. So that strand of hair will get a highlight right there. And we've got now highlights going on all around her face. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at chat. I am engrossed. Hold on, let's check it out. Whoa, hello! Hey guys! I've been in La La Land. Hi Lena, welcome. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? Oh, thanks, Cassie. Well, we'll see. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. So we'll see. We'll see what we get here. But, okay, so I want to put in some more highlights on her nose. So we're going to do, let's see, there'll be like, and what I'm doing here is I can hardly see the nose because of it's a fairly light drawing there. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at this white paper version to kind of help me out and see where the form is, where she put everything. But this may not turn out exactly as she has it, just because of the nature of it being so difficult to actually see it. So we're gonna, now I want there to be some highlights going up to the nose as well, because you know the nose just doesn't pop out of the face like without any transition. Okay, and then there'll be like a highlight like right there from all these glowy bits right there, but then there's also going to be, okay, there's also going to be some highlights here on the ridge of her brow from this gemstone. So this is why I like to do this with a light touch. We're just trying to figure out where all the light sources go and where the highlights are going to go, and then we're going to work over top of them. And that's why I'm choosing the luminance. The luminance layers really, really beautifully, and it's soft, so I can get a nice blend even if I'm kind of being scratchy at first. Okay. Also, I don't think I've ever actually used the luminance on my channel before. So, in the next page we're going to use the polys. So we're going to use Lumies for this one and polys for the next one. Just so you guys can get a feel for both brands. Okay, so that will be in shadow, but this bit of her nose will be a little bit lighter. Not that light though, but I feel like this nostril will have a little light on it. This is going to be interesting. Okay, the place under her nose will definitely get some light. That little bit right there, because see what we're doing is we're trying to build where the planes of the face are in relation to that light source. So the light source is right here. So this ridge right where her mouth is, that's going to get a whole lot of light. That already looks a lot better. And this bit of her lip is so close to that tattoo. I'm going to give it a fairly strong highlight there. And this little bit under her nose here, that opposing little bit, will get some light. And yeah, and then maybe, let's see, where is this? Yeah, so like right there. Okay guys, we're getting there. We're figuring it out. It's gonna take some time. That's okay. Now her eyes are gonna glow, but only that's not gonna be the main light source. But I want her eyes to glow and the dragon eyes to glow. Let's put some more glue over there. You guys just chatting? If anybody has any questions for me, don't forget to put them in all caps. I'm not very good with the chat. And I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I think you guys are awesome. Okay, let me make sure I'm in camera here. Okay, so I want to work some more on the dragon. I'm getting fairly comfortable with how the face is going to kind of come together with the different highlights there. This side of her face is going to be almost all in shadow. So maybe, actually, hold on, let me show you here. Maybe a little triangle of her cheek right here. Right there will be in highlight. Over here, because I'm just looking at what will kind of catch the light. And that part of her forehead and more of her nose, much more of her nose, I think, like half of it. Okay. So even though we've just barely started, we're really getting a sense of where everything is going to go. I think that'll pretty much do it as far as her face. As far as the general overall, we're going to get more nitty-gritty with it, but for now, let's move on to the dragon, which I'm not as comfortable doing dragons. So let's work on this guy and make it less intimidating for us, or at least for me. So let's do this here. That guy's gonna get some. I'm seeing where all these light sources are coming from. Now it's really easy to pick out. Abby, sorry, that wasn't what I meant. Abby just came right over. She's sitting right next to me here. It's easier to pick out where the light sources go. Abby girl. Hi. Cutie. Okay. Sorry, kitty. Petting my kitty. This nostril here, the edge of that. We've got these little bumps. We've got a lot of bumps on this guy. We're gonna be doing bumps for a while. This little ridge here will get light on both the top and the bottom of it. So I'm just putting little dots for now, just to kind of give myself a guide for where this stuff goes. So that way, as I get into the nitty-gritty, I don't forget. Okay, so this part of the horn is getting light from here. Does that ridge block enough of the glow? I think it might. Let me just look here. I'm looking at the drawing again, and you can see here this ridge is pretty strong, so I think it would block quite a lot of the glow, and this will be in shadow over here. So I'll leave that. But this ridge down here is not as pronounced, so yeah, those will be in, this horn thingy will be in the light. Let's start here at the tip. And I feel like this one also, from the tattoo and also just the ambient light sources that are coming from that direction, it'll hit that for sure. Okay, and then the rest of this is going to be in less light, like in lesser amounts of light. So I'm going to switch now to a slightly darker but still fairly light color in comparison to the paper. Let me just sharpen this guy. Oh, that's all right. Enjoy school and the kiddos. Thanks for coming, Cassie, and welcome. You can always watch it back. That's the great thing about these recordings. Hi, Susan. Welcome. Okay. Hi, Andrea. Who else did I miss? Linda? Thank you all for coming. All right. I'm switching now to 662. This is genuine Cobalt Blue. And I've been using these two colors quite a bit because I had to sharpen that one as well. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to establish the secondary highlights on the dragon. We've already got the brightest ones, and now we're going to go to the slightly less bright highlights. So again, I'm just looking at the white version, the white paper version, as a reference here. So yeah, see, a lot of that's going to be in shadow. I want to call attention to these scales here. So this is a darker, oh wait, can you guys see my camera? And look, this printed a little crooked. It's like my printer had a hard time picking up the paper. But what I'm going to do is I'll trim it when I'm done so it doesn't look so funny. So what I'm doing here is I'm just picking up the scale texture here. But I'm using a light touch again, and this is a less bright color, so it's not going to be as pronounced. So there's that there. I want to do that to this ridge. I don't know exactly what this is. I think it might be a wing, but it's like part of the dragon. It's cool. It's like her dragon's giving her a hug. And then this here can have a little highlight. And maybe this ridge here, but it's less highlighted, especially once this part of the ridge kind of blocks the light from her face. Okay, we've got these scales here. Hi Cindy, welcome. Hi Amanda. Hello, hello. Yeah, it was fun to do the first time with the Kirby Roseanne's page. And I can show you guys on my phone, I suppose, although you can just go ahead and check it out yourself. Hold on, let me brighten up my screen so that you guys can see it. How do I, there we go. And so it's this page here. This is the one I did. Wait, hold on. Let me, I don't know if the camera is focusing. Focus. Oh. There we go. That's a little better. So it's this page here, and this has already been gifted to Sammy. So I cannot show you the real version anymore, but Sammy has it at her house. Now I gotta focus this again. Okay, way easier to focus. That looks good. Okay. So, yeah. So I did it once before, and I didn't do that on camera, and unfortunately, yeah, I didn't record it or anything. I was doing a buddy color with a group of ladies, and I was just having some fun. But yeah, a couple of people asked, so I was like, oh, I can do it on this page. So I'm using 662 still, and let's just do a little highlight on the bottom of her chin, where, because the dragon is casting some glow, so let's do that. Right there along the edge of her face, and let's do a secondary glow along these. That's fine. Where else am I missing? Oh yeah, so let's do some more of the dragon scales here. Just quickly throwing in a little bit. That's fine there. This is hair. Let's throw a little color in there. And anybody who knows me knows I love blue, so that's why I chose this color, but you can use any color, dark color paper you like. You could be doing purple right now or any other color. What I would do is just choose corresponding colors to the color that you've chosen. So like if I were doing purple, I'd be choosing lighter purples. I think it just kind of gives an overall atmospheric look, and then once you go in with your other colors, it kind of like works together really beautifully. Hi Joanna. Yeah, got the blues. Yeah, you guys know I love blues. Blues and greens, those are my jam. Yeah, Sammy, I hope Tilly goes in there okay and everything's perfect. I hope it works out awesome. Okay. So, oh look, her necklace down here. Is this metal? Let's see. Yeah, it kind of looks metallic there. So let's give a little bit. It's still going to be in shadow, but let's give a little shine right here. Right there. And maybe one right here. Just to kind of like, here's another one. Now her shoulder here, let's give it a little bit. I don't know exactly where it is. It's like I've lost it. I've lost it, guys. But let's see here. This is where the curve of her neck is. So her shoulder blade is going to go somewhere around here. So let's just give a quick little, I could be totally wrong. Like I might not be following the lines at this point, because it's hard to see. Her shoulder is going to have a tiny little bit of glow. We've got some hair here, hair. So just establishing these highlights takes some time. But once you get the highlights down, oh my gosh, it's so easy then. It's like you've got your guide for where everything goes. Okay, so this is hair. That goes behind her shoulder. The top of her shoulder is right here-ish. Okay. And some of this will be in highlight. Okay, that's all secondary though, so it doesn't have to be super bright. And part of her shoulder. Okay, so we've got kind of our general idea of where we're going with this. Now what I want to do, oh my gosh, I forgot one whole section. Excuse me, this is the blue paper. Yeah, I'm using the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. So far I've used two colors. We've used 661 and 662. And I'm using a dark blue cardstock that I got from the hobby store. And all of the information is linked down below, so you can get in the description you can get where to find the two coloring pages and for the series, and then also what I'm using and all that. So that's all that information is down below. Okay, so I forgot this wing bit. So we're just gonna, with the same, this is 662, this is the darker blue. I mean, I'm saying darker, it's still fairly light. So just kind of going along here. And I think there'll be some shine on this bit. Like that, this guy, that guy, and let's do this cool talon thing at the end of his wing. So yeah, thank you to Monja for asking me to do this. I've never been buddy coloring with another illustrator before, so that is a first for me, and I'm super excited to see what she does with her page and with my page. So we're going to be doing some dragons, guys. I love dragons. Okay, so this guy here will also get a little bit of highlight. Some of the wing, like so. So that's gonna not be as bright, but it'll still have some. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of people using dark paper. The darkest I think I've seen people use is Tone Tan. When I did it, it was so much fun, and I knew I wanted to do it again. So Sammy and I think a few other people asked to do a tutorial on how I did that Kirby Roseanne's type drawing with the tree troll or whatever he is. And it was a no-brainer. When I saw this drawing, I was like, that's the one I'm going to use blue paper with, because she just looks so mystical, and the blue glowy bit, that looks so magical. So I thought it would just be a natural, I don't know, I just saw it in my head and I was like, oh, let's do that. You guys know what I'm talking about when you see the picture in your head and you're like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we do have some other details which I haven't highlighted. Let's do those too. So we have some hair. Just doing some quick strokes to pick out where the highlights go. That. And where else? This bit of hair here. Yeah, the rest is gonna basically be in shadow. I can put some highlights right there. Okay. So now I want to establish the brightest bits. We've already laid it down roughly, but I want to actually, in order to create a really opaque glow, what I'm going to do with this tattoo is what I want to like make it like pow. Like I don't want it to be subtle like the other page where it was sort of a soft glow. I want this to be like, whoa, it's so bright. So I'm thinking about using I'm thinking actually about trying to use that acrylic wash that we were using in the other stream the other day. What do you guys think? Should I try it? This is going to be I've never done this before. This is going to be a total experiment. But I'm thinking that's a matte finish, so the pencil will go over it. And I think that will give me the look I'm looking for. What do you guys think? Let's put it to a... Lisa, no, I've never tried black paper. This is the darkest paper I've ever tried. I have drawn, I mean, for a coloring page, I have drawn on black paper before, though, just for fun, but for myself. And yeah, it's really challenging to think about things in the opposite way. Oh, Joanna, that's so funny. Oh, you were? Nice. Oh, I wasn't aware that you love tone paper as well, Lisa. That's really cool. Um, yeah, I find it to be a different kind of challenge to work with tone paper, but yeah, it's really fun. I don't do it a lot. Okay, I think I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm going to try the acrylic wash. Let me just grab that really quick. Why not? Okay, so I just need to get some water. Okay, so I was using this stuff on another stream this week, and it seems to work beautifully for what we're going to do. So let's try it. So I'm using the Turner Colorworks acrylic wash. This is the white, and I'm just going to put this on the palette I was using earlier this week. And I have some water to wash my brush, and I have a small, this is a number 5 round. It's just a synthetic golden tack-on brush. So what I want to do is I want to make this tattoo super glowy. So we've already put down where it goes. So now I'm just going to really gently, and it might take more than one layer. Oh yeah. And this dries matte, whereas other acrylic will dry a little bit shiny. I have a feeling that layering pencils over this will be perfect. Now you can use craft acrylic paint as well that has a matte finish. That might also work, but I love how densely pigmented. Let me grab my, let me make sure I'm doing this right. I love how densely pigmented this this gouache is. Okay, so I might have to go over that spot again. Yeah, this is going to give me that really glowy effect that I'm after. I don't know if this is a real symbol or not. I hope I'm not messing it up. But yeah, I don't speak Japanese, so I'm guessing that's Japanese. Ryoko sounds Japanese. I could be wrong on that though. And there seems to be a line going through here. Like that. Let's fix this up here. Wow, that really pops. Guys, I love it. Oh, let's see. Okay. All right. So let's do this one up here as well. So it looks like there is a stroke here. There's a stroke here that goes under the band. So let's just carefully do that. And then there's a stroke that comes down like this, and down like this. And the band itself, let's fix that. Kind of comes over, but then there's like a little thing up here as well. Oh, and wait, there's another one right here. Now her hair goes over it, so that's going to be fun. So let's put in some highlights for her hair. Like that. And let's put in, since this band is metallic and so close, let's put in some highlights just to kind of help ourselves later. Okay, now for the same reason, I'm going to put, even though the gem is glowing, I want that tattoo to be the most glowingest thing. So I'm going to put a shine right there, shine right there. I'm going to put a shine in her eye right there, and on her nose right there. So by establishing the brightest, oh, and maybe because her mouth is right here, let's do a little bit right on her lip like that. Okay, now for the dragon, yeah, it does get exciting, right? All right, cool guys. So let's put a little glow right in the center of the dragon's eyes. Now these really bright spots are going to really help to create that that glowy feel. Without them, I think it would look a little less bright. Those are those shiny metal bits in her hair. Maybe a little bit right on the end of this horn here, and this guy here. So I'm just picking out the things that are the closest that will have a shiny texture to them. So I think I've gotten it. The rest of it is either far away or not as shiny. I'm just looking through. Let's wash my brush while I'm looking. Yeah, I think we've got it. So let's zoom out just so you guys can get the overall effect. This is the page so far, and this is the, let me move that out of the way, the white paper version, so you guys can see a little bit better where we're going with this. Like that. So I'm gonna let that dry, and while I let that dry, let's work on something else, because now I don't want to go anywhere near any of that stuff, because even if it dries quickly, you could try this with a Posca pen too. Yeah, I don't have a Posca pen, so I'm not going to use it. Let me put my water in the kitchen really quickly so I don't knock it over. Alright. Put my palette up so that way Abby doesn't get to it, although she's sleeping right now. Cutie girl. You sweetheart. Okay. Let me look at this for a minute and see what we should do next. Alright, so I need to stay away from all those glowy bits. I'm glad you're excited, guys. Okay, let's work on the background actually, because that's a far away from everything else, so we can do that while that's drying. Clearly I did not think this through. So the background I want, even though it's a really dark paper, I do want to give some atmosphere to the background. So I'm going to use, let's see, what color? So I have my scrap here. Ooh, I like that. Prussian Blue, that's a nice one. Should I go with something not blue to kind of contrast? Like maybe sepia? No, I definitely like the Prussian Blue better, but I might use that for her face. Sorry guys, I'm just talking out loud. I mean, thinking out loud. Talking out loud too, because you know, that's what you do when you talk. Ooh, maybe let's try this color. No. What? Now I have a color chart for these. However, on blue paper it's going to look totally different, so that's why I recommend just playing around and swatching things out. Oh, is it hard to color over, Kenny? That's good to know. Yeah, this acrylic wash is matte and it dries, and I played with it. It is easy to color over, so that's why I think it might be the perfect solution. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this color. So, new color, let's write it down. We have 159, this is Prussian Blue. Okay. And let's while we're waiting for all that to dry. Yeah, I don't know about Posca, guys. I don't use it, so I have no idea. I cannot recommend either way. So let me turn this upside down just so I'm not dragging my hand through through it. And let's give ourselves a little bit of an easier time seeing everything by coloring around it. So what I'm going to do, just really gently, I'm using the flat of the pencil and just giving a layer, so it's not, I'm not pressing hard, not burnishing or anything like that. We're just giving it a quick coat, if you will. Can you guys see this okay? I don't know. Oh my gosh, this is so much easier to work on than that textured paper. Sammy, when I was working on that paper, like halfway through, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to give up. But then, of course, I was enjoying how it was turning out, so I just pushed on through. But yeah, Sammy can see, it's much easier to see in person. It's like super textured, not ideal for color pencils. It'd be great for like maybe pastel pencils or something, but I was using regular pencils. Not ideal. So just using quick light strokes to fill this in. And I know I'm not using circular motions or whatever. I don't do that. I mean, I do sometimes, but I find that it's okay to be a little messy if you use a light hand and work in layers. Then not having perfect circular motion is just fine. So what I'm trying to do is just get this area covered with pencil, so that way I can work other colors over it if I want to, or just deepen it later. But even though the page is super dark, it can go darker, and I want her to pop from the background. I want this dragon to pop from the background. So since it's nighttime, I'm making, now this isn't black. I could choose black and that would give it a totally different look, but I'm choosing a really dark blue. I may layer black or another dark color over this at some point, but for right now, I think this is a really nice start. Okay, so let's move on. I don't know if you guys can even see this. It's like, I don't know if it's showing up because it's so light, but hi Loretta, welcome. Hi Jamie. Okay, you only use a Posca for small highlights. That's good info. Yeah. Okay, Lisa. So you only use it at the very end. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, see, I have so many other mediums. I have acrylic paint of all sorts. I have now this acrylic wash. So I figured there's no real need for, I mean, I know a lot of people love the Posca pens and they're very popular, but I just haven't got myself one yet. I do have it on my wish list to try it out, but I don't feel any kind of urgency to buy it because I've got so many other mediums that are in my toolbox, you know. It's like, eh. But I do have a white gel pen. I use that occasionally, and I do use paint quite a lot for highlights. So that's my method. All right, just let me turn this the same way just so I'm not messing up. Okay, so around her hair. So this is a really easy background where right now I'm just going to put one basic color down, and this will help everything pop from the background and give the background more atmosphere. I'm thinking later, if it's not too busy, I might add some stars back there and make it like a night sky, but I'm gonna leave that till the end and just give it a quick layer right now. So I can do a lot with this. I could add in other colors and make it a galaxy later. You know, add in some purples and pinks and make it like a really cool galaxy background. I could leave it like a really dark blue and add some black and put some stars in and make it like a starry night. I could add some teals and make it like the northern lights, you know, with the really cool light effects. So there's a lot I can do with this, but I know I just want it to be a night sky, and so this Prussian blue is a great foundation for that. And it'll help me see where things are that are in the darkness, but that aren't part of the background. So that's my reasoning behind why I'm doing this. And I can decide on the precise background once I see. I might just want the figure to stand out a whole lot, so I might just put a couple of stars back there and leave it, but depends on how fancy I want to get. Oh, Jamie, this is white, no, wait, this is dark blue cardstock that I got at the craft store, Hobby Lobby. You get it in the scrapbooking section. They sell it in single sheets. You could probably get it other places as well. But yeah, just when you're buying cardstock, make sure it's the smooth and not the super textured linen type, because that is a pain in the butt to work on. I did that once. I'm never doing that again. This is not bad. Now, it's not like drawing paper. It has a different texture to it, and I don't think it's meant for drawing, so we may run into some trouble with it, but it's not going to be as hard as that linen paper, which basically, like, oh my gosh, it had some sort of like sizing or treatment on it, so it was resisting the pencils, and it also was so textured and ridgy that I basically was like having to sharpen my pencil so sharp and like take forever to get down into the tooth, like the little valleys of the paper. Oh, that was a nightmare. It took me forever. So don't do that. This is already so much easier to work on, I can just tell. Okay. That is already helping me see. And I think, is this part of the wing? Yeah, that's all part of the wing. So there's not too much background, it's just up above her head. So that's good. Now my paint should be dry by now, but I err on the side of waiting much longer than probably necessary because I don't want to like smear the paint or mess it. So I'm still going to avoid doing the areas around the paint, but we should be probably dry to the touch by now, so I could probably not worry about dragging my hand through it. Let's see, yeah, definitely dry. Okay, but I'm not going to put any pencil over that probably for quite some time. But now we can work. Let's work on the dragon, since there's only his eye that we have to worry about with the paint. Yeah, Jamie. Yeah, this is much more fun. My other experience, not so much fun. But you know, I was learning. I had never done it before. I'm not really a toned paper person. I usually work on white paper. So this is all a learning experience for me. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit more. And let's work on this dragon. So I have to say I really want this page to be mostly blue, but I do want a little bit of color in the dragon. I'm thinking like an ice green blue. Let's grab my scrap. That's pretty. You guys know me and my greens. Oh man. I like those, but let me just pull some more and have some fun. Okay, that's a nice dark green. Ooh, Just for the hell of it. Now I'm pulling all my greens. No, that's too yellow, I think. Ain't wrong. Let me think here. Ooh, what about this color? This is like a greeny blue. Oh, I like that. So maybe this one and this one. So this is how I sort out things on different paper. Just play around on a scrap. Is that too green though? Maybe I'll combine this one. Aha! This is really pretty. What is this? Turquoise blue. Of course it is. Okay, yeah, I think I've got it, guys. Let's see. Let me just all right. So I think I'm going to use these colors on my dragon. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Let's see. Yellow, green, chartreuse. Okay, that's a really pretty color combo too. I'm going to go with a more bluey green, but that's just my preference. You please use whatever you like. I'm going to use 171 turquoise blue. These are the ones I've pulled. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. I've pulled 185 ice blue. Oh, that's fitting. That's the color I was going for. We've got 214 Beryl Green and 180 Malachite Green. So those are the four colors I've pulled. I'm going to start with the shadows just to stay away from my highlights. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start with 180, which is Malachite Green. Let me write that down. And let's make sure he's in camera. Yeah, I'm gonna do me, thank you. Woohoo! Alright, so let's get going on some shadows. We've established our basic highlights. Let's establish our shadows. I mean, it's kind of easy to do that because we're basically anywhere where there's not light, but still I think just kind of solidifying where the darker shadows are going to go. So I'm going to start down here. Is this even showing up? Can you guys even say it? I don't know. Let me zoom in even more. Is this focused? Wait, let me really quick. Much easier to focus it with this. There we go. That looks right. Alright. Well, I hope you guys can see this. This is really dark. Almost the color of the paper, but it's green. So I don't know how much of this is going to show up. But it does give a little bit of color difference. Can you guys even see that? I swear I'm coloring. Well, you can see it when it's shiny. Oh man. Basically the color of the paper, but green now instead of blue. And I don't think the camera's picking it up too well. That's okay though. I can see it. Alright, we've got a little... Yeah. basically doesn't show up. Okay, let's move to, because that's really not going to help you guys. Let's move to 214 Beryl Green. So it looks like this. I don't know if, oh, you know what? I think this is looking a little blue as well. Hold on, let me see. Is there a, that's the brightness. What is this? Oh, that's saturation. Yeah. Oh, here we go. White balance. Let's see if I can get this closer to life. There we go. That is a little bit better. Okay. Hi Kim, welcome. Thank you. I'm glad you like the paper idea. Hi Robin, welcome. Sammy. Yes, my magnifying glass, you like that? I use this when my eyes are tired and I'm having a hard time seeing. You can, oh look, you can kind of see, the lights are kind of throwing some glare, but you can kind of see my green. But yeah, whenever I'm having trouble seeing, I use this, and sometimes I use it on camera, but not often. Usually I do it at night when my eyes are tired. I can't see as well. I'm getting old, guys. All right. Yeah, I love this drawing. It's so pretty. Okay. You guys crack me up. Okay. So let's see here. Where are we going with this? So let's focus on the dragon's head here. So I'm going to, this is the nostril. So let's start putting some color down now. Can you guys see this okay? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Okay, we're gonna be fine though. It'll all work out in the end. As long as I'm not coloring off camera, I think, you know, I'm doing what I can. So now I'm gonna take my time and pick out all these little bumps and ridges. He's quite bumpy. Got a lot of texture on this guy. And that's alright. We love him anyway, just the way he is. Bumpies and all. Okay, we've got, he's actually quite a cute dragon. He looks like he's kind of smiling. I like him. He might be like all like horns and claws and stuff, but he looks kind of friendly. I don't know, maybe I'm just projecting. And so I'm still using a light touch and not a whole lot of not a lot of pressure and not putting a lot of layers down. We're just kind of extending our highlights and deciding where the color is going and where the shadows remain. Let's see, there's like some oh, you can see it. Okay, good. It's a must for blue on blue. Awesome. All right. Yay. Well, now we're doing green, so that'll be easier, right? Right? Okay. For the horn, I actually want that to be a different color, so I'm going to leave that. Let's see here. So we've got, this one's going to get some green. That's going to get some green. Oh man, this is fun, guys. So thank you to Monja for asking me to do a buddy color with her. Never done a buddy color with another illustrator before, but this is kind of reminds me of when I was in college. I would hang out with some artist friends and we would all kind of draw similar themes together. But I've done plenty of buddy colors, but never with another illustrator. So this is definitely a different kind of experience. So, yeah, thank you for asking me. Okay, I'm definitely using my white paper to help me reference and see. So that's like a must if you're working on dark paper and you can't really see the lines too well. My old eyeballs just don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's okay. We got this. Okay, I will put a little bit color right there. And maybe a little bit right here on the end of his nose. Just a little bit of the backlighting there. And his jaw too. Just to kind of give me an idea where that goes. Oh, he's so cute. I want to pet him. Okay. Not a great idea, Laura. Probably get my hand bitten off. Okay. That's okay. So now, oh, hi Joanna. You're new to buddy coloring. It's when two people or more people pick a page together and they all color the same page. So I've done buddy colors with other friends and I just love it. It's so much fun to all color together. But this is the first time another illustrator has asked me to buddy color with them. And when she did, I was thrilled. I was like, what? Me? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? So, yeah, super flattered. So just giving some definition to the scales. Yeah, this is a dragon. Here's the page. Here, Joanna. This is the page not on blue paper. I know it's hard to see. Definitely a dragon. Isn't he cute? Look, he's got like a little smile. He's got all these teeth, but he looks kind of friendly. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm just projecting my own personality onto him, but I like him. He's so fun. So, okay, so we're going to color the scales down here as well. Just adding a light touch of this green to the scales. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to layer and layer as usual. Okay. And I'm going to flip the page upside down now, and we're going to do some of the wings here. So I'm going to leave this bit. Actually, no, I won't. I'm lying. Here, let's go right along the edge where that highlight is. I'm going to put this green color. Okay, and now let's do some of this wing as well. Just throwing a little color in there. Alright, so I think, hopefully you guys can see this okay. It's so hard to tell. Iguana. Yeah, this is Monja Gates' image, and so it's called Color My Dreams, Ryoko the Dragon Warrior. And I'm going to be coloring this one for the month of January, and then I'm going to switch to the other page, this page here, for the month of February. This page here, let me zoom out. So we're doing a Dragon Duet is what we're calling it, because when we both picked pages of each other's, they both had dragons in it. So I picked Monja's page, it had a dragon in it, and she picked my page, and it also has a little baby tiny fairy dragon in it right there. So these are the two pages on white paper, just so you can see a little bit easier. So when we both picked each other's pages and we looked at them, we're like, oh, we like dragons. So I'm going to be coloring this one on the lighter blue and this one on the darker blue. I think it makes sense for the images themselves that I do them that way. Okay. So now let's see. Oh yeah, I was up here. Let's do this part. I have a color chart for these, yes, but I haven't been using it because on the blue paper it looks entirely different. So my color chart, where did I put it? Is it in one of these? Somewhere around here. My color chart is on white paper. So what I do is I have a scrap. Basically, when I cut, when I cut this page down, I kept the scraps. So this is what I'm using in order to swatch for this page. You're not like both sharing the image. I'm not really sure what you mean, Joanna. Jordan, I sell my work if it's not a coloring page that's drawn by someone else. So I sell, like, I have, let me grab one of my pieces so you guys can see what I mean. I have artwork that I do on my own just for fun. So I sell stuff like this here. This is a painting I did. It isn't a coloring page. It isn't anything other than just a painting I did for myself. So I sell stuff like that. I sell like my own sketches, and I do sell coloring pages that are from my own book or from my own illustrations. So the thing is if it's started by another illustrator and it's a collaboration, I tend to gift those. So I do them in giveaways. Like Sammy has a page that I started. It's in the Mythomorphia book. And so what happened there is I did a giveaway and I gave that away as a gift, basically. And the reason I do that is I don't feel comfortable, even if it's partly my work, I don't feel comfortable selling work that isn't 100% my own artwork. I don't know if it's legal or not to do it, but whether or not it's legal isn't really my concern. It's just about how comfortable I feel. So like for this page, for example, I would definitely not be selling it, but I may do a giveaway and gift it. Or I may just give it to a friend. You know, I do that a lot to friends and family. I tend to give my coloring pages. The stuff that I have in books tends to just stay in books, but a lot of these loose sheets I do give away. So that's my long answer to that. So yes, I do sell my work. I also I have a coloring book and a bunch of stuff in my Etsy shop if you want to color it. But yeah, I don't sell this kind of thing. I don't know why. I just don't feel comfortable doing it. So yeah. Oh no, Joanna. I mean, you could do that. That would be a fun collaboration as well. But that's not that's not what we're planning on for this one. We're just planning on. So I'm going back to 214. We're just planning on both coloring the same image, and then she's going to post it and I'm going to post it. So for this month we're doing her page, and then for next month we're going to do my page. Since we're both really busy, we wanted to give ourselves plenty of time, so it's going to be a 2-month event. And if you guys want to color any of them, just use the hashtag Dragon Duet Coloring so that we can check them out and feature them and do all kinds of fun stuff. You know, I definitely want to see and comment on them. So, and I feature, if you're on Instagram, I feature that kind of stuff in my Instagram stories all the time. So I love doing that. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, so let's do some. I can barely see this. Hold on. Where is my sheet? Yeah, you give your picks away. Yeah, I love giving my stuff as gifts. I think it's great. Why not? Okay. I'm just looking at the white page. Okay. It's tough. It's tough to see. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm glad you like it. um, Awesome. Thank you for the linking, Sammy. Sammy is really on the ball today with the links. Okay, so let's see. This is totally dry now. Oh, nice. Okay, because I really want to work in the highlights. I don't know why, but I think it's just so much fun to do that on paper like this. So the highlight color, let's see, we were using 661. So I'm going to go back to 661, and let me zoom in too. Awesome, Joanna. I haven't checked my Facebook yet today, but I will. I definitely will. I was working before the stream, so I've been so busy at work. I haven't had a whole lot of time to myself, but I will definitely check it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I switch back to 661. We're going to work more on the face. So let's see how this, oh yeah, you can definitely color over the acrylic wash. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. And so I just want to establish better highlights and kind of start working in this highlight area to really kind of get a sense of where I'm going. Now I have my white page next to me, so I can really see what's going on here, because now I've kind of muddied it with all this highlighting. So I'm going to do all of the highlights on her face with this blue color, but then I'm going to come in and use skin tones as well. So, but I want this to really feel like a very blue undertone. And I think the best way to do that is just to use blue, if that's the color I want it to feel like. So I'm just strengthening up some of these shadows now. I mean, shadows, highlights. And giving a better sense of the values. Alright, let's see. Just looking at the page here. So we're going to have this area of her eye. See, so now we're establishing more details, more highlights. How things are all going to flow together. Thank you, Kenny. I'm glad you like it. Thanks, Joanna. Yeah, if you message me on Instagram or Facebook, or you can email me. My email is colors2@gmail.com. And you can go ahead, and if you have inquiries about purchasing something, we can talk about it there. As far as like my artwork goes, I don't have it listed because I don't tend to sell it very much online. I tend to sell my artwork through galleries more in person, but I do sell my stuff occasionally online. So yeah, we can work out something. Like I sell sketches and doodles and all kinds of stuff. Got lots of artwork. Too much artwork. Okay, so now I'm coloring around the white that we put down. I don't want to color on the white because, I mean, I'm overlapping the edge a little bit, but really I want that white to be so super bright. Yes, and you can color over this acrylic wash. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm glad I tried it. Thanks for egging me on, guys. So now I'm just creating that glow. I want to make sure to establish this glow before I put any other colors down because I don't want it to be muddied up with other colors later. So we're gonna really try and keep that white intense and try to really get a nice glow going here. So I'm just softening my touch as I go. That's a piece of hair, so I'll just fade that out like this. Okay. Woohoo! Glowy! Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Guys. Okay, so that's starting to look glowy, but let's push it a little further. So let's glow out the skin around the symbol. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to this here. Can you guys see this okay? Thank you, Joanna. Always an adventure, yeah. Oh, no problem. Please sleep well. Do not stay up. This will always be here if you want to watch it back. So go ahead and sleep. Don't lose sleep on my account. I need a black light? I'm not really sure what you mean. Please explain. I do not understand. Okay. So, black light. Will it help me see the drawing better? I don't think I've ever owned a black light. Alright, so this is turning out actually better than I had hoped. So that's awesome. So the acrylic wash worked great. I'm sure you can use other mediums as well. But this is easy to color over. It's a matte finish and it's super bright. Those are exactly the qualities that I was hoping for. Okay, so I'm not pressing super hard, but I am definitely laying down a whole bunch of pigment now. I'll probably go over, this is a really light blue, but I'll probably go over some of the areas with white around the edges where the acrylic wash and the pencil meet, but let's see how it turns out first. Let's see what the chat's going to say. Oh, all right, Joanna. Yeah, I was an 80s kid. I was born in the early 80s, so early 80s. My mom was kind of a hippie, but not really. She was too busy being an adult to her family. My grandma and grandpa passed away when my mom was a young adult, teenager sort of age, so unfortunately my mom was the oldest woman in the family when she was young, so she had to be very responsible at a young age. She was looking after her 7 brothers and sisters. Yeah. Okay. We've got an incoming kitty. Hi, Abs. Let's zoom out so she doesn't get us all seasick. Let's see here. Hi. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream, sleepy girl. Come here, let me have you. Whoa, hello. Hi. Were you sleeping and you woke up? Hi. Alright, sorry guys. Okay, that is looking really glowy. I like it. Okay, so yeah, hi. Aww. So we're just Okay, where are you going? You gonna move? Hi. Good girl. Sorry guys. Working one-handed now. I got Kitty in the other arm. Oh yeah, this is fun. Okay, so this whole part of her cheek will be bright. But I'm using a feather touch now because I want to layer other colors over this. I'm just trying to establish more about where the highlights go. Hello, Cat and Paste. Hello, hello. Oh, thanks for the moderation there. We're English speaking only because I don't know how to translate other languages in the chat, so please English only if you don't mind. And thank you to the moderators for helping me out with that. Okay, thanks Christina. Alright, so we have, I think her cheek is a little too big there. I think I went overboard, so I'm just going to, I swapped to the 159 Prussian Blue and knock back some of that shape. Just went a little crazy there with it. You know, get a little overexcited. There we go. Yeah, Adam's high. There we go, that's a little better. Okay. It's when it's hard to see, you can definitely make a mistake and it's okay. We can fix it. Okay. No big deal. Hi. Oh, okay. Where are you going? You want to check it out? Where are you going? Hi. Kitty. Oh, okay. Hi. Come here. Come here. Happy girl. She's trying to decide. Oh, okay. Is that where you're sitting? Huh? A little kitty break, guys. Sorry. A catermission. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, little girl. Okay. Okay, let's move this stuff out of the way just because I don't want, okay, I don't want her to be all these bits. Okay. Yeah, hi. Does everybody want to see your pretty face? Huh? Does everybody want to see your pretty face? Let's see here if I can. Okay, Sammy, thanks for checking it out. And good luck to Miss Tilly tomorrow. We're all praying for you. Let's let Abby say goodbye. Let's see here. Let me get this thingy off of the. Okay, you guys are going for a ride. Abby. Uh-huh. Are you cutie? There she is. Checking out the... Aw, itchy today, huh? There's Miss Abs. Yeah. Just sitting on my table, right where I was coloring. Yep. You gonna let me color Ab? No? Cutie. So she has allergies and I think it's been pretty bad today, so that's why she's itchy. Right, Ab? You itchy? But that's okay. Let's see if we can put you back up. Come here. Can I have you? No? You don't want to snuggle. Okay guys, this is a live show. So let me hang up this cord again just so it doesn't get tangled up with her. Oh, of course. Hi. Sorry guys. Here we go. Are you gonna come sit? Can put this back over here. Uh-oh. Abby. No. Leave it. We can have it. Abby. She's rubbing her face against everything. Yeah, you love everything. It's all yours. I get it. You're okay. Come here, you. Come here. Oh, goodness. Alright. Miss Abbyzilla has damaged the entire setup. Let's see if I can fix it. Hold on. We've got... Yeah, Abs. Are you making a mess? We've got our page here. Oh, look. Got cat hair all over. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, she's a cutie. Hi, Bridget. Welcome. Yeah, yeah, Abby does that to everything in the house. Everything is Abby's. Is everything yours? Yeah. Alright, guys. Sorry about the the catermission. Let's see. I've got her back in my arm. Let's see if I can keep coloring. Okay. Whoa, no. Stay with me, okay? I know you love everything and you want everything to be yours. I get it. Okay. Alright. Oh, you're itchy. I'm just scratching her head for her. She's real itchy, guys. Okay. Here you go. Does it feel better? Sorry. Oh, okay. Nice. No, Abs, come here. Stay here. Stay with me, okay? Cool. Alright, we'll see how long that lasts. Yeah, this is the other blue we were using before. I'm just looking at the drawing. Let's see. Okay, hi. Alright. Abby's claiming me for hers because now she's rubbing her face all over my face. Many Abby returns. Yeah. Yep, Abby will definitely be back at some point. Whether in this stream or another one, I can't tell you, but... Okay. I'm picking up 661 again. This is the one we were using before. Let's keep going with picking out the highlights and kind of working in the glowy bits more. So we've got her eyebrow there. this bit is definitely going to be, whoa, stay here. Do you want to sit behind me? Here, you want to sit behind me? You're not comfortable like that? Here, sit there. No, of course not. Oh my. She might be back. We'll see. She's all of a sudden real restless. It's funny because Abby will like be sleeping when I start a stream, and then like halfway through she wakes up at some point. It's like, hey, you're having a party without me? Why are you doing that? Oh, nice to see you, Jamie. Thanks for coming by. Thanks. Glad you like it. Yeah, I love Monja's pages, so it's really a fun idea to color together. Okay. So I'm just coloring this anywhere where I think there's going to be some highlights. So under this bit of her lip here, let's do that. Strengthen up these. And this bit right here is going to be super bright because that's like where like the mouth, that's so close to the tattoo here. Like that, I think. Well, hello, 80. Just make sure to stick to the chat rules and you'll be just fine. Alright. Alright. My mods are very good, so. Okay. So then we have that plane of her face fairly well established, I think. Now I'm going to switch to what color next? Let's see here. Grabbing some other colors now. Let's see what we got. Okay, I think I like that. Let's use that. Thanks, guys. Alright, so I am switching to number 872. That's Burnt Ochre 10%. Now I'm going to start to work the skin tones into this blue that we put down before. So, you know, I'm just going to start basically, you know, closest to the light source here. We're just going to start layering in some skin tones. So her face won't be blue, but I like this blue undertone to everything. And this side of her face will be very blue, so that'll be, but that's in shadow, so that makes sense to me. So we've got I'm looking at my white paper version. If I get a little stuck, Um, yep, if you have questions, put it in caps. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, all the rules are down in the description below for the chat. If you follow those, then nobody will be blocking anybody. Abby. Hi. You hungry? It's way too early for dinner. Oh, yeah? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but Abby and I are having a conversation now. Let's see here. Ab, what time is it? It's 3:30. He's like, I don't care, I'm hungry now. Hi. Oh yeah? You hungry? It's way too early for food, cutie. Yeah, you had breakfast and lunch already. What do you want? You want second breakfast? Supper? Are you a hobbit? Thank you, Joanna. Yeah, Abby's complaining. Exactly. Uh-huh. Alright. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, she's finally coming to life. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. This is not an easy page to color, and especially not in this way. Okay, so her eyelashes. We'll probably need to go over those again. Let's see here, we've got the nose here. Abby girl. Hi. What are you doing? You're hungry. Just for reference, guys, Abby is always hungry, so this is nothing new. Oh, she and I both love to eat. I'm the same way, I can't judge. Okay, so we're going to give a little bit of that color right on that cheek there, going down. So you guys see, I'm just sort of figuring it out as I go. Just trying to keep in mind where all the light sources are. And it doesn't have to be perfect right away. We can always correct things. As long as you use a light touch, I'm using the side of my pencil and I'm holding my pencil far back. That helps a lot with getting a light touch. Okay, so now I want to, let's see here. Yeah, food is good. Yes, Cindy, it is very, very different. Very different on color paper versus white paper. I totally agree. Okay, so let's see. I feel like this is a little too bright actually, so let me grab, where is it? Here we go, my kneaded eraser. I've got just a little kneaded eraser here. So this is why I use a light touch. I'm just going to lift a little of that. Not all of it, but just a little bit. Just kind of soften that. Like so. And yeah, she does. Yup, I didn't intend for that, but yes, she does. You're right. Rembrandt lighting is right. So I'm going to go down here to her collarbone. I'm just looking at the areas that I see will get some more light than what I have down. And just above on her shoulder area here. Like that. Yeah, not being afraid to leave the paper blue is kind of takes some getting used to. You have to be kind of bold and not afraid to just leave it blue if you want to. So quite a lot of it will be blue. But that's what makes working on blue paper easier for this kind of thing. Oh, Abby. You little rambunctious lady right now, huh? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but Abby is running around the house. It's quite cute. Alright, so let's throw some highlights. Let's see, we're gonna have I'm just looking at this page here. Let's put some more highlights right there. Okay, a wild child. Okay, let's see. Just trying to make sure I don't forget anything. Look up here. We'll have a little bit of that color. Now we're starting in the light areas and we're working our way to the darks. I will be layering other colors over this. So that's why I'm not burnishing. We're still just figuring stuff out. This is a complex lighting scenario and I don't normally work this way. So there is no need to rush it. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna grab my white. So this is 001. Let me add it to that list. Yes, Cindy. Yeah, Abby, even though she's an old girl, she's 18 years old. She gets energy and just cannot help contain herself. She's just so cute. Okay. Just strengthening up some of those really bright highlights. I'm afraid I was losing her nose a little bit there. Heavy girl. Oh, now she's watching the squirrels outside. She's so funny. Okay, so now what will make this really, really feel glowy is also making sure to bring strong highlights right near the light source. So let me just really quick, I didn't do this with the acrylic wash because the hair has more texture and less shininess to it than skin does, but it is fairly shiny, so I'm going to work in the hair right around with this white, especially really close to it, to make the glow really kind of happen, you know, because the light is going to affect other spots. Let's see, her nose goes more like this. Okay, and let's do that too. Let's put another shiny bit. This is metal, so that's going to be super shiny. Let's also kind of fade out that glow that we put on the horn there, and I'm going to give the whole dragon silhouette on the outside here quite a strong glow with this white luminance. Let's see, there's a strand of hair here, I think, here, where else? This guy here. So just establishing these highlights stronger. Let's put some more glow in this gemstone that we're going to probably give a color to, but let's just give it a glow. So let's give the area around it a glow. Oh, incoming. Hi, welcome back. We knew that wasn't gonna last long. Okay, hi cutie. Oh good, you laying down, taking a break, huh, from all your running around? Taking a breather, huh? Oh, you sniffing my pencils. I see you being a pencil sniffer, huh? Alright, that's fine. You can sniff them all you want. Alright guys, so let's see here. Yeah, she's getting there. Let's put a little bit of a stronger highlight right here. Right here. So you can see I'm just picking out different spots I want to be bright. Yep, up here needs a little more work. Okay, so I'm just softening out this glow now on her forehead. And let's do right here. And let's do some of the hair framing her face. Okay, so let's see how this looks. You want a hair color like Abby? Yeah, she's got a pretty color. Let's see. Yeah, she's protesting the stream. Yeah, the tattoo will really begin to glow, especially once we start giving it even more shading around it. So yeah, it's I think it's going to be pretty cool when we're all said and done. We've been here for 2.5 hours, and it looks as though Abby is desperate for my attention, so I should probably call it a stream right here. But does anybody have any questions before we go? And we are going to be picking this up, so I'm not going to do any work on this page without you guys. So hopefully maybe tomorrow we'll be able to do a session. We might actually switch back to the other page though. I have a lot of different whips going on right now, so it is going to be a busy month for me in January on YouTube. You guys are going to see a whole lot of me, hopefully. I'm going to try and make space in my day, even if I have a lot of client work. I'm just going to maybe be working late nights and stuff to get all this stuff done, because I have so many requests, and I am so grateful for your requests, guys. I love knowing what you want to see and what you guys want to learn, and so I love doing these things. So tomorrow I may be working on, where is it, this page. We started this page earlier this week. This is the koi fish page from Jowie Lim's Friends of Nature coloring book. So we may do that tomorrow. We'll see what I'm in the mood for, if I'm in the mood for color pencil or for painting. So yeah, I'm going to try and fit in another stream tomorrow. We'll see how far I get with work and all that. But yeah, we've got a lot going on, guys. So yeah, any questions about this page or anything I'm using before we go? Her expression, especially her left eyebrow, is beginning to question. I'm not sure what you mean. Like this eyebrow here? I haven't done the eyebrows yet on the page. Abby, you're so funny. Yeah, I haven't done the eyebrows yet. I haven't decided what her hair color is going to be. So I usually do the eyebrows when I do the hair color. But yeah, her eyebrows are very arched. in the drawing. I like that though, that's fine. She does look like she's questioning something, like, or thinking. Let's see. You're very welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Bo, I'm gonna see you this weekend. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yeah, it could be that she's raising her eyebrow. That's alright, though. Uh-huh. Alright, guys, I'm gonna do a shout out and then we're going to get going. So we have Cindy, Natalie, Shannon. Thank you for your help, Shannon. We've got Joanna and Christina. Thank you for your help as well. And I know Sammy was helping out earlier. We've got Bo in the chat and Kim. And who else is here? Just scrolling. Amanda, thanks for coming. Who else? Kenny, thank you for your help, Kenny. And tell Joe we said hello. Hi, Joe. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Bridget. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, tolerating my kitty, and figuring out this page with me. We're going to keep going on this. And thank you so much to Monja for asking me to buddy color with her and, you know, getting this all going. I think this is going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to see how everybody else interprets this page as well. So if you are buddy coloring with us, don't forget to use the hashtag. I'll put it here in the chat here. It's Dragon Duet Coloring, and if you use that on Instagram, I will feature you in my stories. If you use it here on YouTube, it'll make it easier for people to find your video. Yeah, don't forget, if you're on Facebook, post to Monja's group for her page and my group for my page, so that way everybody can see it and like it. So thank you. We love Kitty. I know, I love Abby too, but you know, I do get some you know, some people who say that it's annoying, and for those people, they're just gonna have to live with it, because Abby is like my baby, so I'm not going to I let her go where she wants to go, unless it's like paint or something where she can't be on the table. I just let her do her thing. So the haters can go ahead and hate. I don't really care. she's allowed. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Christina. And thank you so much to my mods for all the links, for helping me with trolls and things like that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful, magical time coloring. Bye.